Assalamu alaikum, my sisters in health. I should warn you who are not health nuts like myself, this is not your video. Not the one for you, because I could get pretty intense about the subject. Scratch that. That sounds like I'm not good in the kitchen. I am really, really good in the kitchen. It just so happens that cooking healthy doesn't have to be scary. Really doesn't. It could be yummy too. If there's one thing that you should implement, are greens. I mean, even if you want to go on with your hot dogs and hamburgers and french fries for the rest of the day, starting off with greens is like, you don't even need supplements. This is it. This is what you have to do for most part of the day, but you know, make it easier for yourself, put it in a smoothie. I love dandelions. Dandelions, where'd I go? Dandelions are my favorite greens, I think, or at least at the moment. This, and my husband loves arugula, and I do too, so we love bitter greens around here. And they grow wild, and it's green. Green, green. We like to grow them in our garden, but, you know, it's the end of December, so there's no garden right now. So I have no choice but to go to the big supermarket or the farmer's market, or anywhere, you know. I tend to buy organic. You don't have to. You can go to your you know, buy locally or a co-op, and, you know, try to buy organic. But if you could go to your farmer's market or at least buy locally, chances are I'll have less pesticides anyway, which is what you want. Avoid those pesticides. And you'll put them in your juicer. You'll put it in your juicer, or you'll put it in the Vitamix. The Vitamix, I mean, if I have to tell you what the best investment is and what all the things that I'm about to tell you, I would say it's the Vitamix, because it's, gosh, this one I've had for over 2 years, way over 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, and I use it every day, and it's still kicking. I don't know how. It's powerful, heavy duty, and now they come in all shapes and sizes and colors. I bought this one at Williams-Sonoma, but I even saw it at Costco a few months back. And don't have to have smoothies every day, although I'd like to. But no, I mean, the kids would kill me. Once in a while, I'll even go on a Sunday to a diner and have a stack of pancakes. That's okay. I tend to want to give my kids something warm in the morning, especially now that it's so cold out. And for that, I turn to this appliance. I am appliance crazy, aren't I? Or so it seems. But this one, it's made in Germany. It's by Jupiter. I got this one at Amazon.com. And this is hard to find. This is a hard to find appliance, but so worthwhile. I make cereal with it. I can even make flour with it. It's a granite stone mechanism, and it grinds everything fine or coarse, depending on how you want it. And I'll put a cup under here, put it in my stovetop, add water, pinch of salt, and like a tablespoon of something sour like goat yogurt or kefir. And leave it overnight, and in the morning just have the kids chop up some fresh fruit that's in season. You don't trust them with a knife, maybe a butter knife, or you could help them and watch them. And yeah, great texture in the morning, and it's, you know, you're getting the full protein if it's slow cooked this way. And you don't need a stove top. You could put it in a big heavy pot, cover it, leave it on your counter, and warm it up in low heat for 20 minutes in the morning. Another cereal that I love is cream of buckwheat and cream of buckwheat I recommend for those that are on gluten-free diets. Millet grain is also very good. And well, I recommend it for everybody, not just if you're watching, you know, the intake of gluten, because gluten is actually harmful for everybody. It's actually glue. It could act as glue. You can hang up posters on the wall with this stuff. Bad. I guess if I were to tell you a recipe for your Vitamix that I love, that you could go all around the world looking for the best breakfast, it would have to be the green juice and green smoothie that I found in this book, The Beauty Detox Solution. It's by Kimberly Snyder, and she's one of those holistic practitioners that celebrities in Hollywood turn to. And this is a kind of newly released book. Really, really good. And it touches upon I think most of it talks about food combining. Some people call it natural hygiene diet, and I call it Fit for Life diet because they're the ones that brought it all down back in the 80s. If you're as old as I am or older, you all remember this book. Do you remember the big hit it was? I always go back to it. I always go back to this book. I have a library of health books. I always go back to this one, an oldie but goodie. This is gold right here. And all of my health books kind of like on the same topic about it's not what you eat, but the when and the how of when and how you eat it. In my Kindle, I have another book that could change lives, literally. The Food Revolution, How Your Diet Can Help Save Your Life and Our Planet. And it's by John Robbins and Dean Ornish. And I hear time and time again of people who read this book and have instantaneously become vegetarians. I myself am not a vegetarian, but I think about everything I put into my mouth now because of this book, I have to say. And movies like Food Inc. I recommended Food Inc. to a friend of the family's, and she just wanted to kill me because I can't blame her, because her 2 teenage sons were like for weeks afraid to eat. So she would like cook something, like something as simple as soup, and they would question everything and every ingredient that went in it, and they're like, oh, I don't know if I could eat this, Mama. And yeah, she wanted to kill me. But it's one of those that will change your life, for sure. Other faves in the kitchen, I would have to say, is the apple cider vinegar. Now, vinegar in general is very acidic to the body. And, you know, you're doing all these healthy things to make your body more alkaline. That's your ultimate goal. And this is raw and unfiltered. And what apple cider vinegar does, is that it helps with digestive issues. And you can even use it to lose weight for a whole host of things. You put it in your salads, really good stuff. So yeah, bye-bye vinegar, hello apple cider vinegar. Things that get a bad rap, and I don't like it. Avocados, and I love avocados. If I don't have one for a week, I am really, really depressed. No, I don't know why, but I literally do get depressed if I don't have avocados. Things like coconut oil. I know you're thinking, well, extra virgin coconut oil, isn't that fattening? No, there's certain oils that your body needs to lose weight, actually, and this is one of them. This is really, really good for frying because you could cook it in high temperature, and you can use it as a moisturizer for your skin. Excellent for the winter. And you can put it on your hair. I mean, look, it's practically gone. I use it all the time. Done. The smell of coconut. Such a tropical girl. So, oh. One of my holistic practitioners would kill me if I didn't mention real salt. She only lets me use this salt. Only this salt. Real salt. And if you haven't had real salt, you've never had real salt. Seriously, it doesn't have any of the anti-caking agents or dextrose. This is sugar. Oh, don't you hate it when salt or sugar goes to the floor? It's a light, faint, dusty color, like a dusty pink, and it's got flecks of shimmer and like a berry flecks in there. And it tastes really good too. And oh my gosh, seriously, how it's derived from, subhanallah, it is incredible. It's ancient, literally. I'm not kidding, it's from the Jurassic Age. And the reason that it's so good is because it doesn't have any of the modern pollutants, because it came from an inland sea. And it drifted with time under the city of Utah on a town called Redmond. And there it has a protective coating layer of bentonite clay. So it's like far, I don't know how many feet under, 30 feet I believe, I'm not sure. And I found this at Whole Foods, but you could also get it online. You could get it in bulk online. So real salt. And let me end with milk. Goat milk, not milk. Milk is not, cow milk is not, cow milk is for the baby cows, for calves. If there's milk that we can easily digest, it's goat milk. So my kids are used to it. You know, they went on from breast milk to this. Thank God that they're not into, they never were really into cow milk, even when I flavored it with chocolate or berries. But they did like goat milk. And if you are into cow milk, and you go to this one, you're gonna have a hard time getting used to it, because I had to get used to it. I grew up with cow milk. And now, yeah, mashallah, goat milk is the only thing we drink in the house, and it's really, really good. I go all the way to Pennsylvania to get the kind that's not pasteurized. That's a whole other video as to why I don't like pasteurization of juices or milks. So that is it for now. Yeah. If you have any questions, salud. Assalamu alaikum.